So like everybody is getting involved, and then somehow or another it became cultural. And then there was Dwight from The Office.
Oh yeah,
He fucking chimed in that if he was going to write a cultural anthem, what did he say? Something like he wouldn't write about overweight people on welfare. He would write about billionaires and their taxes.
Yeah,
there is nothing funnier than millionaires talking shit about billionaires. There is nothing funnier about millionaires pretending these billionaires are out of touch.
Oh yeah.
And then, take Dwight from The Office down to West Virginia. Take him through those coal mining countries. Take him through those places in Appalachia where people have extreme poverty and pills have ravished those areas. Take him through there.
And it's everywhere. Yeah, the sad thing is it's everywhere now. It's not. Yeah. It's funny. People right off the get-go, I guess because it was Radio WV that posted the original video, but like I've never once advertised myself as being necessarily from the mountains. My grandfather grew up in western part of Virginia in the mountains, but I'm from Farmville, which is technically Piedmont. But even throughout rural Virginia, that poverty is a big issue and drugs are a big issue. And I mean, it's not just even in the rural areas. You go into downtown Richmond or any downtown anywhere for that matter. It's almost like these problems exist everywhere now and I think obviously they are because that's why the song resonated the way it did. Even in other countries. In other countries, yeah.
Well, people are tired of being fucked with. And it seems like people in power are always fucking with people. And I think it's a natural inclination that human beings have. And I think the founding fathers of this country recognized that when they set up our government. They set up our government to protect it against tyranny. And they did it by having all these different branches of government, and they're all coordinated, and there's a lot of stuff that keeps people from just running it the way they want to run it like a king.
Well, I'm certainly I'm no professional historian, but my understanding is that the federal government was never intended to be the size that it is today. Like it's just we're very top heavy in the way we're structured. Our federal government is enormous and out of control and almost impossible to manage. But then like on our community level and in our state government, things are, especially local government, things are just very neglected and weak and disconnected. And so like that's why you see a lot of the problems. Like we shouldn't have to rely on the federal government to fix things out in the street in small town America. Like the communities and the local government should be the ones fixing that. And that's the way I see things. Like even before our current form of government, I remember reading about like Articles of Confederation, and that was just an even smaller version of federal government, but it needed to have a little more structure than that. But even from day one, it seems like the federal government's never supposed to be the size that it's gotten to. Like that's
a good argument if the country didn't get to the size that it got. The problem is you can't have like 30 people running 300 billion people.
But I think you could have more issues